Euler's method. This method is basically used for solution of ordinary differential equations. So in computational physics, Euler's method is a first order direct procedure. The name also given some in some cases forward Euler method. So here the initial value conditions are also given. The Euler method then, so the basically when we want to solve the uh, equation with the help of predictor corrector method, then this method can also be used. So basically the question is y n plus 1 is equal to yn plus h f function of x n y n, and the value of h, that is that basically depends upon size of step, because final value will be given, initial value will be given, and size of step you have to choose depending upon the accuracy you can choose. So we have to find basically the dy by dx is equal to y minus x, y plus x divided by y plus x. That is the function, and the condition is y0 is equal to 1. Y0 means that 0 is a value related to x0. So basically our x0 is equal to 0 here, right? And this and we have to find y 0.1. So h is basically final value minus initial value. And what is the final value? Final value is 0.1. That value we have to find. And what is initial value? Initial value is 0. You can put here 0. And size of step, it depends upon to you. That you can change also. Accordingly, the number of steps will change also. Here I have taken the 5. So the h value of h will be h equals 0.02. The first step is Euler's method. This is the equation y n plus 1 is equal to yn plus h f function of x n y n. So the for n is equal to 0, we will start with n is equal to 0. Y we will go till the final answer is taken. So n is equal to 0 means y1 y0 plus h f x0 y0. So x0 y0, because it depends upon the value of for n is equal to 0, the function will change accordingly. So y naught minus x naught divided by y naught plus x naught. So accordingly we can find the value of function. So here also you can see the Euler's formula, that y1 is equal to y0 plus h, the function of value at x0 and y0. And given is, we know the value of x0, we know that is 0, and y0 also we know that is 1. All these values are given. Then we will calculate first of all f x0 y0, that you put on the values, right? Y naught is equal to 1, x0 0, y naught 1, 0 means basically 1 by 1 is equal to 1. So Euler's formula will be y1 is equal to y0 plus h f x naught y naught. So this value is already calculated as 1. So we will put as 1, and the value of this h we have already taken by the varying step, that is in our hand. That on depending upon that, number of steps will change. So h is equal to 0.2 we already calculated, 0.02. So y naught 1, that is given, right? So this we have already calculated. So all calculations answer will be 1.02. So that is the value at n equal to 0. So the value of the, because first step we have started from 1, and step taken is 0.02. Accordingly y1 will be 1.02, and x1 we can calculate. What is x naught? x naught x1 x naught plus h x naught given h the step we have already calculated. So accordingly you can put the value, and for y is equal to 1.02, the value of x1 will be equal to 0.02. So second step, same way we can write the Euler's equation. Here n is equal to 1. Accordingly you can put the values y2 y1 plus h f x1 y1. Same way we will try to calculate the value of f x1 y1 first of all, because x1 value, the value of x1 we already calculated, y1 we already calculated. Accordingly you will try to calculate the function also, and y1 we already calculated, right? Same value we will take. So x1 is equal to 0.02, that we already calculated. So all these values we will put, and accordingly you can calculate the function. This is a calculation for function. Accordingly the answer for the second step will be because we have calculated first of all functions you have to calculate. X1 is given, S1 we have calculated, Y1 we have calculated. So accordingly the value of H we have already calculated. So all value will put. So f x1 y1 we have calculated. So accordingly you can put the values. So y2 is equal to y1. This is y1. Same value are taken, and function value is 0.9615. By putting all the values like means y1 x1, and here y1 x1 also, according to the function value will be like 0.9615. So these are the values. Accordingly, so this is the function. So put out the value of function, and all the value which is given means uh, values given in the Euler's method, Euler's equation basically. So that value we can calculate, and this is the basically uh, the method, right? This is the method to calculate. So we have already calculated the function. Then function, this is 0.9615, same value put. This is h. This is x y1, right? So y2 we have calculated. Y2 is equal to 1.039. This is value of y1. Sorry, I should write this here y1 also. So that is y1. That is y1. So this is y1. So accordingly, we have already calculated, not y1, sorry, y2. Y1, this is the value y1. This is y2. This is y2. So y2 is equal to 1.0392. So what is x2? X2 will be x1 we already calculated, and one further step. So now x2 and y2 values we have calculated. Similarly, you can calculate a third step also. N equal to, you can put the values. This uh, this value n2 y2 x2 we have calculated, right? So you can also calculate the value of function also, like this one, right? Because f x2 y2 function we can calculate, right? Because this is the value of f x2 y2. Y2 we have calculated, h we know. So what are the values, right? That is the value of y3. So y3 is equal to what? I have written here also. So y3 is equal to what? This is y3. This is a equation related to y3, right? Same thing, right? So y3 x3 y3. This is value of y3. This is value of x. Similarly, we can calculate for the fourth step also. Here n is equal to 3. You can see here now y4, y3, and H F3 X3. In this way, we can calculate the different values. Different values. So, function we have to calculate first. Same thing. X3 we already calculated. Y3 we already calculated. Put the values, right, and we can calculate the value of Y4 here also. Y4 is there, right? X4 means add the one more step to the value of X2, X3, and that will be the Y4. You can see here. So in this way, Y3, X3, right? We already calculated. So further, all these things is basically repeated again and again. Same thing I have repeated. So in this way, basically you can calculate the x4, y4. X4 is basically one more step. X3 we already calculated, plus h 0.08. So in this way, the value of y4 we can calculate. In this way, we have calculated the x4 also, y4 also, and basically uh, so on. You can go further and further depending, unless the value is received. The fifth step, same thing, for n equal to 4, y5, y4, this y this x4, y4 that we already calculated. So y5 in this way you can calculate. Function you have to calculate fx4, y4 you have to calculate, and further now this is the Euler formula. So y5 we will calculate here. You can calculate, right? That the value of y5. So that the value of y5 and x5, one further step to the value of x4. So 0.1. So 0.1 you can see here now. This x5 is 0.1 now. That is the value basically y and in the bracket, right? Answer is 1.093. So this y at 0.1 was asked basically. So that is answer. So basically in this article, basically you have to take the Euler's equation, step size you have to select. So start from n equal to 0 and go unless the value of the value of whatever is asked, right? That value you have to calculate. Like here 0.1 was asked, so xy 0.1 means basically, so that is answer, because that is inside the bracket. Because what is y is 0.1. What is 0.1? 0.1 is a x5 basically here. Right, thank you.